All right, have you ever had chicken fried steak? Have you ever had chicken fried steak?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Well, I have something that's better than chicken fried steak. I'm going to show y'all how to fry deer steak. But first of all, you have to have your deer steak. You can't get deer steak in most grocery stores. You have to actually go to God's grocery store, which is the woods or any wooded area where there is deer. And you have to shoot a deer and process your own meat. First, the very first thing you have to do is be prepared. You have to have all your ingredients together, and you have to cut your deer steak into size pieces like a chicken fried steak so you can eat it. So first thing, you need milk and you need eggs for part of your batter. You need a cast iron skillet to cook it in, which cast iron skillets are the best for frying anything. You need your seasonings, and I use black pepper, salt, garlic powder, and Tony Chachery seasoning. You need cooking oil. You can use vegetable oil or canola oil. I use canola oil. And you need your deer steak. This is deer steak cut up in a bowl. You pour about 1/3 of your oil in a cast iron skillet and you turn it on high heat until it is very hot. Because if you put your deer steak in cold grease, your batter is going to fall off. So get your oil really hot. You season your flour, put all the seasons that I showed you in the previous slide, put them all in your flour and mix it up really, really good. Then you mix your egg and your milk together. It's like you're scrambling an egg. You put your milk in a bowl, you put your egg in a bowl, and you scramble your egg up in your milk to use for your batter. Take your deer meat, roll it in your flour, place it in your flour, make sure that it is covered completely good on both sides. Then you take it out of the flour and you put it in your milk and egg mixture. Flip it on both sides where both sides are covered. Then you repeat the process, put it back in the flour, cover both sides, make sure both sides are covered good because you don't want to put wet meat in hot grease because it will splatter. And yes, you will make a mess. You will have flour everywhere. It'll be all over your hands, but that's the fun part about it. Makes it taste better. Carefully place the battered deer meat into the hot grease. It will, if you're not careful and you just flop it down in your grease will splatter and it will burn you. When the edges, like you see in this picture, when the edges start to get a little brown, that means it's brown on one side. You want to flip it over because your grease shouldn't completely cover your deer steak, because if you do, it'll be soggy. Flip it over and cook it for 2 to 3, or no, let's say 2 to 3. Maybe 10 minutes on each side. Deer steak does not take that long to cook. It's a thin piece of meat. Don't let it burn. If you burn it, it's not going to be any good. You want to cook it to where it's just start to get brown. Then you carefully remove it because the grease is very, very hot. When the steak is brown on both sides, take it out and place it on a waiting plate. You put a paper towel on your plate because it absorbs the extra grease that's remaining in the meat. Repeat the process until all your meat's cooked. Just over and over and over. It may take a little bit, but just repeat the process until everything is done. So as you can see, it's not hard to do. It's easy to do. It's healthy for you. It's deer meat is very lean meat. There's not very much fat in it, so it's better than chicken fried steak. It's healthier. We know where it comes from. So just you do all these steps like I showed you, and you will have the best fried deer steak you will ever have in your life. So enjoy, like Trinity is. This is my daughter. Hope you learned something today.